What's good, YouTube? My name is Styles, AB Styles, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about things you need to know before you become a Forex trader. Many of us just see the profit screenshots, the videos on Instagram, the lifestyle, the houses, the cars. You see the endless possibilities that Forex can afford you, and you feel, okay, if I just get into the charts, if I download this platform, the MetaTrader 4 or 5 platform, if I find a little, I'm going to flip an account and I'm going to be rich the next day. That's not how Forex works. In this video, I'm going to be giving useful tips that you need in order to become a Forex trader. So I advise that you take a pen, a paper, a notepad, jot things down. If you're a beginner, this will be very useful to you. If you are an intermediate trader that shall be trading for a couple of years now and you're not seeing profitability, this video is also for you. So you might want to stick to the end. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. Now, the first tip I have for you if you want to become a Forex trader is that you must put in the work. It's not just enough for you to just buy a course, read a PDF, read something on Baby Pips, enroll in a mentorship for 2 weeks, a month, and you decide to dive into the live market. You need months of practice. You need to practice consistently. You need to study extensively. You need to know the way this market works. You need to study the types of markets, the ranging, trending market. You need to study a particular pair. I advise you that you study a particular pair when you're just first starting out. If you are focusing on only euro dollar, focus on euro dollar. If it's GBP USD, focus on GBP USD. If you prefer the gold, if you prefer silver, you prefer crypto, focus on one pair while you're just starting out, so you can streamline your focus. You will not be distracted by other activities going on in other pairs. Trust me, it's going to hasten your growth. When I first started, I used to jump from pair to pair. I had like over, let me say, 12 pairs on my watch list on TradingView, and I would keep clicking. It just never goes well. So focus on one pair, learn everything about that pair, learn everything about Forex, know about the range. If you're working with candlestick patterns, know about candlestick patterns, learn about the Japanese candlestick patterns, know the way it works, know the way your pair moves in your session. You need to put in the work extensively, and then you're not just going to Forex, you're not just going to the live market. You need to practice on a demo. If you are consistently profitable on a demo for 6 months, from 3 to 6 months, then you can decide to go into a live account. And then that does not guarantee that you won't lose money. Just know that putting in the work does not guarantee that you won't lose money. You bring me to tip number 2. So tip number 2 is you must make peace with failure. No matter how hard you study, no matter how careful you are, no matter how much you analyze the market, you are always bound to lose. Losing is part of the game. You must be ready to lose. You cannot be 100% profitable. Most beginner traders, including myself, when we first started out, we were searching for the holy grail, the Forex trading strategy that does not fail. I tried my best to not lose money, and trust me, it never goes well. Even the best traders, even professional traders, lose money once in a while. So you must be ready to lose money while you're learning, and don't feel discouraged when you lose money. Know that it's part of the game. Only thing you have to do is to manage your losses. Don't let your losses take you out of the game. So before you become a Forex trader, know that you're going to lose money. I will advise you that while you're starting out, while you're still growing, your first year, your first 2 years, don't throw all your money into the Forex. Don't risk all your money. Forex is a losing game. You'll stand a chance of losing your whole capital, and there's no one for you to hold. Of course, there's no one you can hold responsible for that but yourself. So you have to control yourself. It's not about the market, it's about you. Don't try and flip your $20 account into $2,000 account. It's all over YouTube, it's all over Facebook, it's all over Instagram. You see people doing it here and there, but trust me, most times it's fake. It's not real. This trading industry is basically a scam, like most other industries. There are scammers everywhere, people trying to get your money, people trying to take your money. There are many people offering mentorships, offering signals, they're offering a particular broker that they want to invest with. Those people are fake. Most of them, not all of them. So you need to know a trusted broker, but before we get to that, but that's another topic we'll talk about as we continue to go on. But for now, I want you to know that you put in the work, then you also make peace with failure. Be ready to fail 1,000 times. Yes, I said that. Now, the third tip I have for you is that you must submit to time. Forex is a long-term game. Forex trading is a marathon, not a sprint. You don't get to your destination in 2 months, 3 months. You don't rush. You go slowly, steadily, you learn about the market, you get proficient, you get profitable, you get consistent. You learn all these things. These are different steps you have to learn in order for you to be profitable. Forex trading is a journey. I'm still on the journey. Most professional traders you see that is legit ones, keep learning. Traders keep learning every day. You don't master the market. You don't know everything. You learn. As times change, the market change, you adapt. So So Forex is a long-term game. You must decide, you must know that this journey is what you have to embark on. Before you decide to become a Forex trader, you must know, make up your mind that you're going to go with this journey. You're going to, no matter how long it takes you, you're going to achieve your goals. Know why you started, know what you're aiming for. Think about it. You go to college, you go to school for 4, 5, 6 years to get a job that pays you a salary or a wage that is barely enough for you to meet your needs. Now, Forex is something that promises you financial freedom. Why do you expect to get? Why do you expect to know it in a month, 2 months, 3 months? Why? Dedicate time, submit to time. Know that it's not going to take you a year, 2 years to master it. But be ready to put in the work, be ready to be patient. Patience is the name of the game. Even after you know how to trade, even after you have a strategy that works, you're in the live market, you have to wait for your edge to play out. You have to wait for the market to come to you. You have to wait while you execute a trade. You have to wait for your targets to be met. So waiting is the only game in Forex, it's the major game in Forex, and you must learn to be a master at waiting in order for you to be successful. Now, the fourth tip I have for you is for you to develop an edge. What is an edge? An edge in the Forex industry is a strategy that works. A strategy that has defined risk parameters. You know how much you are risking, you know how much you are to gain, you know how often the market gives you opportunity to enter into a trade in a day. This is going to be done by consistent learning. You're going to work on yourself. Most times in the beginning, when I started, I'm in the market, morning 7 o'clock to evening 10, 12. I'm always on the chart watching, looking for opportunities to trade. But that's not how to become a Forex trader. You're going to lose money doing that. You're going to fail doing that. So I'm going to tell you now, don't do what I did. Don't learn the hard way the way I did. Developing an edge is one of the key factors in order to be successful in the Forex industry. You have to know about the market. You have to have a strategy, a setup, a particular setup, an A+ setup you know works. You have to know the time frame this setup usually forms, and that's why I say you should focus on one pair. You have to know the pair in which that setup has the most profitability. You have to know your win rate. Out of 10 trades, how many trades are you going to win? If you win 6 trades out of 10, you have a 60% win rate. Having a 60% win rate with a round ratio 2 risk to reward is going to see you as a profitable trader. Having an 80% win rate, although it's difficult, most traders don't have 80% win rate, but let's just work with this value for now. With a 1-to-1 makes you profitable, a 1-to-2 makes you very profitable, a 1-to-3 then the sky's the limit. But let's come back to actual let's not go too far. If your edge gives you a risk to reward of 1-to-3, 1-to-4, having a 40% win rate will make you a profitable trader. Think about it. You lose 6 trades, that is minus 6 arrow, then you win 4. You have a 3 arrow win rate. That 4 trades, each 4 has 3 arrow. You have lost 6 arrow. Like you're going to lose 6 arrow, but you have 3 arrow for each 4 trades. How many arrow is that? That's 3 times 4. That is 12 arrow. Now you have 12. That's you have 12 arrow, but you lost 6 arrow. So what is your average reward from in a series of 10 trades? That is 6 arrow. Even though you have a 40% win rate, a 50% win rate, you are going to be profitable. That's why developing an edge in the Forex market is important. And your edge should not be what comes up anytime, every time. If you see your edge every time you come into the chart, it's not an edge. It's just you still learning. As you continue to work, as you continue to study the chart, you're going to see that your edge really comes up at certain times of the day, in certain pairs, and you're going to know how to wait for your edge. That's why I told you the professional traders wait only 30 minutes in front of the chart, 1 hour. They know this is the time frame my edge plays. This is the time frame that I see my setup. So I'm going to be here and I'm going to cut my setup and I'm going to work out with the market. No matter what the market does for the rest of the day, it's not their business. But if you want to stay from morning to evening trading, your edge will play out in the morning. You see it, you take a trade, you get a 3 arrow. Instead of you to close your chart, you're going to be waiting for other things. The other things start to look like your edge. It's not your edge, but it's going to look like your edge. Then you're going to take the trade, you're going to lose. Then you might become emotional, revenge trade, lose again, then you're at break even. Then if you have not mastered your mind completely, you're going to end in a loss. That's the circle of, that's how most beginner traders lose money, that's how they fail. So you have to be patient. You have to wait for your edge to play out. You have to execute your edge, and you have to be done for the day. Have targets that you meet in a week, in a month, and that's how to achieve consistency in trading. That's how to become a Forex trader, a profitable one, not just a Forex trader. And that brings us to the 6th tip I have for you: renovate your mind. Forex trading is a psychological game. 80% of Forex is psychology, and until you start trading, you won't know the things that you won't know how bad you are at psychology. You won't know how much you are greedy, you won't know how much you like to gamble, you won't know. Forex trading is going to show you your dark side. Forex trading is going to make you fight with yourself. You are going to be at war with yourself every day until you learn, until you master how to control yourself. You have to know how to wait for your setup. You have to know how to execute flawlessly without emotion. You have to know how to wait for your take profit or your stop loss to be hit. You have to follow your trading plan. A trading plan is what is going to make you a successful trader. You are going to decide the time of the day to trade. You are going to know the pairs you trade. You are going to decide the amount of money you are going to risk per trade, your target. You are going to decide how to control yourself. You are going to write it down in a trading plan. You are going to put it in front of your laptop and you are going to watch and look at that trading plan. You are going to read it every single day before you come to the chart. And the only flaw that's going to be in your trading plan is you, because you are going to break the trading plan. It's a given. Your first years of trading Forex, you are going to break your trading plan if you even know what a trading plan is. Most beginners right now don't even know what a trading plan is. This is the first time you're hearing it, but if you browse about it, if you check other YouTube videos, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. The only flaw in trading, Forex is a mind game. People lose. Professional traders lose money too, but they don't lose their account. When they lose, they take the loss and they come the next day. The professional trader will lose and go and read a book. They'll go and study, they'll go and relax, they'll go and sleep. A beginner trader or an amateur trader will lose and be thinking of how to get the money back. This is all psychological. It's like when we were kids, according to a book I read, McDouglas Trading in the Zone. It's like as a kid, when a toy is taken from you, you start crying, you want your toy back, you get depressed, you feel that a harm has been done to you, and you know what, that this is the adult, this is the teacher that did this harm to me. You feel bad about it, but you are powerless to do anything. But it's not like that in trading. Trading, you are on your own, you are your own boss. You are in charge of your own emotion, you are in charge of your own decisions, and that's what makes trading very dangerous. Now, that toy that was taken from me as a kid might be very dangerous, might be injurious to you, might be deadly to you, but you have no power to take that toy back to harm yourself, because there's an adult there who controls your actions. But now, trading, you are in charge of everything, you are in charge of every decision you make. The market has hurt you, the market has taken your toy from you. What do you want? You want your toy back. You are crying like a kid. You want to get that toy back, you want to get that money that was taken from you back. And now, you have the power to do it, you have the power to act and try to get it back. And what will happen? You will lose. Now, a small loss becomes a bigger loss. You will try again, you will lose again. Then it might take a very big loss for you to now look back and say, wow, I should have just waited, I should have just rested. Then when you blow your account the next day, you see a clear setup. It has happened to me many times. You see a clear setup that gives you your full risk to reward. So if you had just taken that loss, the next day you would have recovered that loss and you would have gained profit. But no, you wanted to revenge trade, you wanted to get your toy as quickly as possible, because you are in charge. You're in charge of these emotions, you're in charge of whatever you do, you're in charge of clicking the buy and sell button. So that made you take a bigger loss. That is what you should avoid in trading. You have to be able to tame your mind, to control your mind, to know that, okay, I took a loss. Fine. Take losses at the cost of doing business. If you own a store, you sell things, the rent you pay on that store, that should be your loss. Anytime you take a loss in trading, just go like, wow, all right, I've paid my tax. I've paid for my rental apartment. The next day, let's see who that will get profits. That is the approach you should bring to trading. And if what I'm saying sounds vague to you, you are truly a beginner and you're going to learn the hard way if you don't actually implement these things I'm just telling you. It took me time. It took me over 2 years to accept this. And we blame the market for many of our failures. No, we are responsible for our own failure. The market does not know who you are. The market does not care about you. The market just keeps moving, following variables. If you see your pattern, you trade it. If you take a loss for that day, you took a loss. Wait for that same pattern the next day. It's your setup. It's something you have studied over. It's something you have back tested. It's something you know on the long run will give you a profitable week, a profitable series of trades. Usually 10 trades. I told you about 10 trades, the win rate and all. So be ready to lose 6 trades and lose 4. Sometimes you might lose more. Sometimes you have bad months. The economic events or things going on that will alter your strategy. It does not mean that your strategy does not work. Stick to your strategy, stick to your trading plan, and eventually you will be profitable. The last and final tip I have for you is get funded. After learning Forex trading, you have learned psychology, you know your win rate, you know your edge. You feel like you are ready to go into a live market, and only you will be ready. Only you will know when you are ready. No one is going to tell you, no one is going to prepare you. You are going to tell yourself, you're going to make the decision so you won't blame anybody in case anything happens. And trust me, there's no guarantee that you'll be profitable. So be ready to take the risk. Risk management is everything. Don't risk more than 1 to 0.5% if you're just starting out as a forex trader. Don't risk more than 1 to 0.5% of your account, and don't try to grow a small account. They call it flipping. It's everywhere. People flip $50 account to $1,000 to $2,000, $3,000, $10,000. Those dream. They sell you the dream. That is just to get your attention, to get you to buy their courses, to get you to enroll in their mentorship, to get you to register with their broker. It's all fake. It does not work like that. Forex does not work like that. Trust me. You cannot flip an account. I told you to risk 1% of an account per trade. How will you risk 1% of $20? Think about it. It's too small. Risking 1% of $100 is $1, right? 1% of $100 is $1. 1% of $1,000 is $10. So basically, the account you have are too small for you to risk it. If you have an account of $5,000, risking 1% of $5,000 is $50. It's something. If you get the 1 theory risk to reward, that's $150. Not bad, but good enough for government work. $150 in the currency I trade, I use in my country, Nigeria. $150 is over $75,000 naira for $100. So $150 would be over, let me see, 7, 8, 9, 10, $115,000, $150,000 naira. I'm sorry. So it's actually something for if you are a student or a beginner trader. It's something. It's actually something, yes. But how about you get a funded account? You save $50, that's about 35,000 naira. You buy. I'm not going to talk about any I don't know. I'm not going to talk about any Profem challenge, I'm not going to suggest any Profem to you. I don't know which of them is. Whatever one you feel meets their rules, you can keep up with. You can be able to follow. You get a trusted broker. You invest that $50 with them. You get a $5,000 account. You follow your trading plan to the teeth. You don't break any single law, any single rule of the Profem. You don't lose a certain amount of the account. You follow it. You don't just get emotional when you take a loss. You don't revenge trade. You pass that Profem. You pass the phase 1. You pass the second phase. You get funded. They return the initial amount you invested, as they return your $50 back to you. Then you get a payout from that Profem. Then from that payout, you invest. You get a bigger Profem. So that's when you start with the $5,000 account. Then you get a $10,000 account. Might scale up to a $25,000 account, a $50,000 account. That's how you grow in Forex. You don't just fly, you don't go. You grow steadily, slow and steady. You don't try and flip your account. If you must try and flip your account, be ready to lose the account. That's the only advice I have for you. If you cannot resist the urge to flip, know that if you are flipping a $100 account to whatever amount you want to flip it to, make peace with losing that account. Only then will you be able to flip. Do I advise that you flip? There are many flippers of accounts I know, like that Jeffrey. I know about Jeffrey Benson. He's the first person I saw on YouTube. He's one of my mentors, Habi. That's Habi Forex Academy, if you know him. These are popular Nigeria Forex traders, and these are millionaires, these are billionaires. These are people I look up to, that I want to be like. These people flip accounts. I see them flip accounts on a daily. But take note, these people are ready to lose this account. That is the major thing. Don't put your last money into an account. Don't put your school fees. Don't put your house rent. Don't put important money that you are not ready to lose into an account and try to flip. It's not going to end well for you. It never does. Trust me. It's not sustainable. Professional traders aim for 3% a month. Think about that. 3% a month. 3% in a $1 million account. 3% on a $300,000 account. 3% on a $400,000 account. That's enough to pay the bills. So you have to know that getting a larger account is way better than trading your small account. There's no way you can practice proper risk management on a small account. A loss is going to be big. And if you cannot turn your mind, if you cannot control yourself, that loss is going to ruin you. So you have to learn this if you want to become a Forex trader. That brings us to the end of this video. Thank you very much if you stayed to the end. I hope you learned a thing or two. I hope you got some value out of this video. I'm going to be posting more content like this, day in the lives. I'm going to post forecast, show you my trades as the weeks go by. All on this channel. So please do well to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and turn on post notification so you can be notified whenever I upload to YouTube. Let us all grow together. Remember, soon, very soon, you're going to see the best trader you ever know, and you're going to see him in the mirror, or her, sorry, him or her in the mirror. Believe, Styles out.